Hey everybody, Matumbo here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena, and we have a deck that a lot of people have actually requested that I play. So we're going to put our build, our take on this deck, and see what we can do with these crazy elementals. So real quick, before we hop into today's deck, again, if you enjoy the videos and you're not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, that bell icon, and that like button, and join the Discord and check out all the links down below. So let's hop right into this deck. We are calling it Roiling Reef, and really this is it's a combo deck. It's a little slow, but what it's trying to do is we're essentially trying to get all of the creatures, or not all the creatures, all of the lands into play from our deck by using Risen Reef, Risen Reef's ability, which says whenever Risen Reef or another elemental enters the battlefield under our control, we look at the top card of our library. If it's a land card, it goes into play, or we can choose to put it into play. If it's not a land, we put it into our hand. So the key there is we're not actually drawing the card, we're just putting it into our hand. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to have a couple of Risen Reefs in play. We're also trying to have at least one Zendikar's Roil in play. This says whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, create a 2/2 green elemental creature token. So basically what this is making elementals which trigger Risen Reef. So when Risen Reef's ability triggers, we're trying to hit land, and when a land comes into play, we're going to make elementals, and when that elemental comes into play, it's going to trigger Risen Reef, and it's going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So that's why we're wanting to have multiples of these in play. So maybe 2 or 3 Risen Reefs, along with 1 or 2 Zendikar's Roils. That's really going to help prevent us from fizzling. We're going to go through our entire deck, get everything out of our deck, all of our lands into play, everything into our hand, and then we're going to use Thassa's Oracle. Thassa's Oracle says we get to scry for X cards, where X is our devotion to blue. And if X is greater than or equal to the number of cards in our library, we win the game. So we're not going to have any cards in our library. We're going to Thassa's Oracle. We're going to win the game for not having any cards in our library. So that is what we are trying to do. So we are on the early game. We're only playing 3 Llanowar Elves. 4 might be the right call, but wanted to really try just 3 in this deck. So we're going to go over our creatures first. We got 3 Llanowar Elves. Like I said, we have 2 Thassa's Oracles. Thunderking Awakener. This is a cool card. This is an elemental. It's a 2 mana, 1/2 haster. Whenever it attacks, we actually get to bring a elemental card from our graveyard into play with toughness less than 2, basically. So really, if they kill our Risen Reef, we can play a Thunderking Awakener, swing in, and bring that into play. We can also bring back these Scampering Scorchers. This is a 4 mana 1/1, but it actually makes 2 additional 1/1s. So 4 mana for 3 power and potentially 3 Risen Reef triggers. We also have, lastly, 3 copies of Leafkin Druid. So we're playing 3 copies here. I was sitting here while I was brewing. I was like, okay, we should do 4 of these and 2 of these. But I do think it is important to have more copies of this 2-drop, since we are playing 4 copies of Neoform. Neoform is going to allow us to sacrifice a creature, and we search our library for a creature card with converted mana cost equal to 1 plus the sacrifice creature's mana cost. So we're going to be sacking any of our 2-drops to go get a Risen Reef, because Risen Reef is the most important card in the deck. So the more Risen Reefs we get, the higher chances we have, the easier this is going to be to pull off. On top of that, we have 4 copies of Growth Spiral, because we are playing Simic colors. We're playing Teamer, but we do have Simic. This is the best card in green and blue right now, so we are playing that. We also have 2 copies of Chandra. Notable that Chandra's middle 0 ability creates 2 1/1 red elemental creatures. So the elementals, again, they do interact with the Risen Reef. And then to round it off, we have 2 copies of Unsummon, just in case we need to either bounce something of theirs or protect, our Risen Reef, bounce back to our hand. We have 2 copies of Shock. And to round it off, this is a very land-heavy deck, again, because we are wanting the Risen Reef Zendikar's Roil combo to continue, so we want to make sure we're hitting land. We have 27 land in our deck. Just to show you, 27 land, 4 of each Shock, 2 of each check land, 4 triomes, 2 fable passages, and 1 of each basic. So there you have it. So we're going to hop into the gameplay. We're going to see if our version of this deck, which is probably close to most of the versions of this deck, we're going to see if our copy can do pretty much what the deck is intended to do, maybe a little bit more consistent or not so, but we're going to find out. So stay tuned through all the games, and we will see you guys back at the wrap. All right, you asked, we're delivering. We're going to roil the reef. See what this deck actually can do in Historic. I wonder what all of the best of ones are playing today. Well, yesterday in the open. I think we're going to keep this. We only have 2 of these and we drew them both. For all the 2 drops. All the 2 drops. Well, we're going to go ahead and get out a mana dork here. And it looks like we're actually going to we're going to go get a Risen Reef here. We're going to force him to respond. Okay. So we're actually going to get an extra hit here since we're going to play this Thunderkin Awakener. Seeing a Magma Jet is pretty interesting. So we got 2 triggers off of that regardless of him killing it, so hey, Magma Jets again, huh? Okay. And you're just topping twice. This is a weird draw. Like, this is definitely a weird one. We're gonna see what he does next turn. Might get blown out a little bit here by Storm's Wrath. But Storm's Wrath really only is preventing 2 damage. Actually pretty good. Oh, and he just scoops after seeing this Roil. All right. Well, good first game. On to the next one. Everybody, cheers. Time to hydrate. We only had 2 growth spirals in our hand at the end of that game. Not the best hand. Search for a forest. No, we're mulliganing. We have to keep this. This is an unfortunate hand. Well, the good news is we didn't see a instant 1-drop. That's good. I don't even really care about this, I guess, but we're not gonna play this Leafkin. We're gonna see what he does. So they're just playing blue-white flyers, huh? Let's go get a forest. Really just want to leave this unsummon up just in case. Yep, you got it. You got it, my friend. 1 damage. I think this is going to be better used to cycle. Sure. That worked out. That worked out pretty well. We're just playing spirits. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's really where we want to be anyway. Yeah, definitely want that. Is our I think this is actually better used on our creature. Well, we would love to hit a Roil. Yeah, we're going to take action. Do we Neoform or... No, let's go ahead and... Go ahead and play this and get all of the triggers. I don't think they can kill us here. Could be completely wrong. Spoke too soon. Rally of wings. Are you kidding me? I'm just like, I don't think they can kill us. Oh, kill you. Well, it's the way it happens sometimes. Oh well. Psychopomp. Got us good. All right. Oh, let's do it. Need to get rid of that. Look how shiny my head is with the light in the background. Oh. Shiny dome. A Urit MTG. Welcome to the game. Opponent goes first. I feel like we don't ever get to go first. I know we do get to go first sometimes. No, we're gonna keep. What is it gonna be? Forest or swamp? Forest or swamp? All you. Come on, my friend. Come on, my friend. Oh, it's a plains. That art is real. Vampires? Black white life gain? So I think we're actually going to viral. Extra draw off the druid with the Risen Reef. So is it our opponent who's... Is it the server? Are things just not triggering in the right order? Not gonna attack. Interesting. You may have a life point. Actually, don't mind drawing that shock there. It gives us 2 different answers. Yep. We're gonna take 2. You're at 18. Please don't have a drill bit here. I would not have expected it from your deck. To the hand we go. I'm just gonna slam this. You have to have an answer to this. Could easily have another Tribunal or an Ixalan's Binding. That's a card that we really don't see a lot of. Let me move this. It's a card we don't really see a lot of, is Ixalan's Binding in Historic, which I feel like we should want to see. Alright, well. Go crazy. Oh, let me read this. Each end step. All right. Yep, you are going to get a... You're going to get an angel. These have vigilance? They sure do. This is a card I need to craft, but I need to get more wild cards. More mythic wild cards. I could easily open some of these treasure chests that I have, but it's not something that I want to do. So we're gonna go for broke next turn. That's good. It's a 1 mana 6/6. I hear 1 mana 6/6s are good. Alright, well we're at 8. It is all or nothing here. We're gonna decline that. Take action. Take action. We're doing it. We are Getting all of the Risen Reef triggers. We are roiling these waters. It's going to be pretty much next to impossible for us to fizzle from here. A lot of clicking, but a lot of automation as well. Yep. Yep. Since we play so many land. Oh, we just hit a pocket. Ooh, boy, we hit a... Okay. Should be good here. Definitely gonna be good here. So what we're doing is we're essentially putting all of our library into either play or into our hand. Yo, looking for our friend, the Thassa's Oracle. Good game. From 52 life to being out of the game. That is how the deck operates. So, pretty crazy. I do feel good that we got to do the combo at least once this game. I don't think, again, I don't think this deck is very good. It's very slow. You really, in order to, I feel like in order to have a chance, you need to turn 1 Llanowar Elf into turn 2 Risen Reef, and then just get really lucky with lands. So we're going first. Like we don't typically ever get to do. But this does all the things that we want. I think we have to be greedy and put the unsummon back. Limburger P, please come to the table. You are needed in the match area. I do feel kind of bad for not explaining the way the combo worked last turn. I know we explained it in the intro, but we didn't necessarily explain it while we were doing it. So if we get to do it again, I will. We can actually explain it here while we're waiting. So Risen Reef says anytime an elemental comes into play, you get to either put the top card of your library into play if it's a land, or you put it into your hand if it's not a land. Zendikar Roil says whenever a land enters the battlefield, we actually get a 2/2 elemental creature. So this is, we're making another elemental, this is triggering, and these are just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So as long as we're hitting land, we actually get to do our combo and just go through our deck. So we want to obviously have more than one of these in play. Opponent finally decided to join us. Let's say hello. Oh, and they're playing. The heck is that? Create a 1/1 creature that can't block. Okay. Oh. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. This needs to be a land. But it's not. It's kind of a land? So we're going to get Crater Hoofed. That's what this deck is. We are 100% going to get Crater Hoofed next turn. If we actually hit a few land in a row, which we won't, if we did, then we would have actually been able to survive. But if they have a land, which they do, and transmogrify this knight that came into play, okay, not going to. Oh, you don't want to. We're gonna block. So it is a little unfortunate that we didn't draw a land there. So this is actually free. Ew. We're gonna try. This is gonna be a little easier for us to whiff. So again, we're actually going to, we haven't played a land yet, so we're going to decline. The good thing is if we actually still whiff here, we might have enough power in order to survive a Crater Hoof. I don't want to commit too much to the board. I don't want to go crazy here. They're saying good game. So we're going to discard. Okay. So they're definitely on the token generation plan. Again, okay. Oh, and they're just gonna scoop. Yeah, we had plenty of attackers next turn. We didn't even really need to combo off. They were gonna be forced to block. Yeah, that worked out. So we did not get Crater Hoofed. Okay. Yeah, I'm very surprised that we survived that game. They had to have been playing the Transmogrify / Luca Crater Hoof deck, right? Huh. Guess we keep. Oh, they don't have a Llanowar. That's good. Is this Gruul or... Is it Teamer land? Might just be Gruul. Well, I wish we would have known we were going to be drawing an unsummon there. Really? Yeah, I think we're just gonna get some land triggers. We are pretty far ahead land-wise. Well, not anymore. Oh. Oh, okay, okay. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. So they're trying to play as much land as possible. Let's actually... I might regret playing that land this turn. Oh, this is exactly what we wanted. So we're not going to attack. I'm not going to try to go crazy this turn because of the fact that if we accidentally deck, then we can't play our Thassa's Oracle this turn. Next turn, though, we stand to do some crazy things. It might not have even been right to play the Roil that turn since we can't actually go for the combo. We're about to find out. Valentine is thinking. We're going to block. I promise we're going to block. X equals 3. Okay. Land 1. Oh, you didn't even have any extra lands, right? You don't have anything that lets you play any extra lands. Oh, that was a good hit. So we pretty much can't lose from here, right? Yep. And they know what's going to happen. We get all of the triggers, and then we Thassa's Oracle. Oh, good game. This deck is doing a lot better than I thought it would. Could tell you right now which card I don't like in the deck. But I'm not going to drop that yet. That's going to be saved for the wrap up. So, oh, if only. If only. I'm gonna keep. We're gonna keep. Probably gonna get redded. Unk. That sounds like the sound a goblin would make. So, are we gonna get unked? Are we gonna get unked? Hey, look. Like I knew what was gonna happen. Sack that Prospector to play a Chain Whirler. I dare you. dare you? Do it. I think it's right to actually play this. I think it's right to play this.
Anyone need a match? No. Go get 'em, buddies.
So we attacked with the Llanowar Elf there. In case you aren't aware, his Skirk Prospector can sacrifice any goblin for mana. So honestly, with his deck, the Skirk Prospector is going to be a little bit better than Goblin Matron. So he's probably going to get Muxus here. Yep, definitely getting Muxus. I mean, he definitely should have attacked the Chandra for one.
Say hi to my fiery friends.
Oh, that was a huge draw. Get out of here. That was a really good call. I'm also fine trading the elf for the matron. I mean, they could easily still... Okay. I think we protect... Do we protect? We protect... I don't think so. I think we're actually okay with Chandra dying.
I'm late to meditation anyway.
Will we hit a land? We do hit a land. Will we hit a land? We do hit a land. Will we hit another land? Oh, that'd have been fun. Well, on the plus side, we hit 6 power of creatures. He can't cast his Muxus yet. He would have to play another Prospector and then sack all of his goblins to play a Muxus. Sometimes you have to do that. But we're going to see what is the play going to be. We're in a really good position right now. Okay, he's going to matron. He's going to go get a Prospector. Be very surprised if they did not get Prospector. Yep. Prospector comes into play. Don't really do anything here. And then we're gonna go for broke here. I want to build up enough triggers to where we can't fizzle. I think we're good though, since we drew one of our other Chandras. So we get to shock. We're gonna shock. Red? Red. So these both make blue, right? Blue. Let's get 4 triggers here. And then I think we definitely need to hit, right? There we go. We fizzle here again. I'm gonna be very surprised. I wonder what he's thinking. I wonder if they've ever seen this. Have they ever seen this happen? Kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. Good game, my friend. Good game. Unk just got unked. And it's pretty funny that we were able to call what deck they were playing just based on their name. Alright, well, good game, Unk. Very fun game when we're able to... Oh, this is a mulligan. This is a mulligan if we've ever seen one. What is our deck doing with this? I mean, this is quite the combo on, you know, turn 47. We're gonna mull. This is literally the exact same hand. Now we're minus a card. Oh, hello, Corlach. Old sister. Well. Yep. And we are going to... Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do this now. Gonna go ahead and do this now. Pardon me. That's not... Huh. Okie doke. We are about to... probably be dead. Yeah, because they're going to be able to... They're going to hit us for 8, 9, 10. Holy... Wow. So we have to block. Well, this was a stomping. Let's give them some more life. Good game. We're gonna take a lot. it's kind of ridiculous. Doesn't really do anything. Back with the angels. You have all these angels. Oh, he has trample. Oh, they have the trample. We were gonna die anyway, so. Corlatch, good game, my friend. You got us good. Alright, everybody, welcome back to the wrap up, and we enjoyed this deck. It did, you know, what we were trying to do with it. We ended up going 5-2. Now, at one point, I think I had mentioned there was a card that I did not like in this deck. It actually bailed us out once, but I still am not a fan of it, and that is Shock. I don't really think Shock needs to be in the deck. I think if I were to just go again and rebuild this, I think I would go -2 Shocks, up 1 Llanowar Elf, and up 1 more Leafkin Druid. I just really think that's where the deck needs to be. The combo, though, it is really hard to fizzle once you start going and generating things, especially once you have 2 Risen Reefs in play and 1 Roil. You're pretty much almost guaranteed never to fizzle. I think we did kind of fizzle once, but we had another land in order to just keep it going anyway. But yeah, this deck is really, really fun to play. Really looking it over, besides the lands, there's really not much in this deck. It's not expensive to build. We just have 5 rares. Everything else is commons and uncommons. Again, not counting the land. But yeah, commons, uncommons, and 5 rares. So that is pretty cheap for a deck, especially a historic deck. So this is definitely a deck that I can recommend you trying out, because again, you're not going to spend too much, because you probably already have most of these cards just from opening random pack. The cards you may not have, honestly, because we didn't have any, are the Zendikar's Roil. We didn't have any of those, and we've played probably, actually I have a spreadsheet here, I can tell you exactly how many runs. We've done 28 runs of Jumpstart, and we hadn't hit whatever deck that one's in. So don't really know. That might be one of like the 5-color deck, because we haven't actually picked that one yet. We have seen it a couple times, but we haven't picked it. But yeah, so give this deck a try. Tell us what you think. If you have your own version of this deck, let us know. Let us know what changes you think should be made to this deck to maybe make it a little more consistent or a little better. And yeah, and again, if you're not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And again, check out all the cool links down below in the description. And more, really important, join the Discord, because the Discord is where we, just, shoot the breeze and have a really good time and chat about all kinds of things, magic and non-magic related stuff. So again, join up, have some fun with us. But you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe, and we will see you next time. Remember, this channel would not exist without such amazing viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for interacting with the channel and helping grow the community. And a very big special thank you to the Patreons listed here for supporting the channel.